If you've been browsing our website, you've probably come across something we call a full environmental program. Hey, it's not just a buzzword, and it's not just another consulting service. And it's not something that every environmental consulting firm offers. It's a different way of managing your environmental world, especially for companies that don't have the bandwidth, the budget, or the need for a full in-house environmental team. And it's become one of the most effective ways that we help businesses stay compliant, reduce risk, and free up time to focus on the work that really matters. So let's talk about it. I'm Doug Ruhlin, Principal Environmental Consultant here at RMA. We've helped companies across the country, from single site facilities to national scale operations. And what we've learned is this: most environmental compliance programs don't fall apart because people don't care. They fall apart because the work gets spread too thin. One person ends up trying to manage it all, on top of everything else they're already doing. That's where a full environmental program makes a huge difference. So what is it exactly? A full environmental program is your entire environmental system, designed, managed, and maintained by our team. And we don't just guide you, we take ownership. We become your environmental department. This includes developing, managing, and updating your environmental plans as needed, obtaining and renewing your permits, and building systems to make sure that you stay in line with them, assessing your waste streams and developing a plan to manage them better, taking care of reporting like Tier 2, TRI, and discharge monitoring reports, staff training tailored to your roles and risks, SOP developments and updates, compliance calendar setup and deadline tracking, and internal audits, corrective actions, and documentation systems that actually work. We manage it all, customized to your site, your operation, and your regulatory obligations. And then we keep it running year after year. Sometimes we're stepping in as the entire environmental department. Other times we're leading your own internal manager or team. Either way, we're not just checking in once a quarter and hoping it all works out. We're showing up, doing the work, making sure the program holds up when regulators come knocking. And if something goes wrong, we're already there to help fix it. Now, you might be wondering how this compares to an EMS, an environmental management system, and that's a great question. An EMS is a structure. It gives you policies, schedules, tools, and protocols to run your environmental program. It's the guide to help you follow through on all things you need to do. But a full environmental program is the follow-through. With a full environmental program, we're the ones using those policies, schedules, tools, and protocols. We're training your staff, running audits, fixing gaps, submitting reports, keeping records organized and up to date, communicating with regulators. If the EMS is the recipe, a full program is the chef, the waiter, and the meal on the table. Now let's talk about something that comes up a lot. Well, why wouldn't we just hire someone in-house? And honestly, for some companies, that works just fine. If you've got the budget and the structure to support it, building an internal team can make great sense. But here's what that actually takes. First, you've got to find the right person. Make sure they have the regulatory knowledge and technical expertise. Pay their full-time salary, benefits, and account for overhead. Invest in their tools and make sure they're properly trained. Cover for them when they're out on vacation or when they leave altogether. And that's just for one person. When you work with RMA, you're not hiring one person, you're getting our full team, and we're ready to roll on day one. No job listings, no interviews, no meetings with HR. We bring the experience of working across dozens of industries, regulatory agencies, and environmental systems. We're not learning on the job, and we're not gone when someone's out sick or on vacation. We don't take up office space. We're not going to need onboarding, and we're not going anywhere. It's the same reason businesses hire accountants or outsourced IT firms. You want experienced professionals who are already up to speed, already equipped, and already reliable. And that's what we bring. So what does it actually look like when you start a full environmental program with us? Well, we begin with a full assessment. We look at how you're currently managing your environmental world. What's in place? What's working? Where the gaps and risks are. From there, we design your program around our findings. We start with your biggest risks, usually core regulatory compliance items. But it doesn't stop there. We'll also build your EMS if you don't have one, or strengthen what you do have. We create or update your SOPs, develop your training system and deliver it, set up a compliance calendar, organize your documentation system. And with each box we're checking, we roll it out. We get your team trained, set expectations, schedule site visits or virtual check-ins. We'll make sure everyone knows what's happening, when, and who's responsible for what. But don't worry, most of it will still be on us. And then we stay involved. We don't disappear after launch. We're managing your reporting, renewing your permits, keeping your program current, helping you prep for audits or inspections, answering questions, fixing issues, supporting you through changes. Most programs are up and running in just a month or two. And after that, you've got a fully functional environmental department without hiring one yourself. So let's talk now about cost. Hiring an internal EHS manager usually runs between $100,000 and $145,000 a year when you factor in salary, benefits, tools, and training. And that's for one person. Most full programs that our team manages fall between $2,000 and $5,000 a month, depending upon how many sites you have, how complex your operations are, and how much on-site support you need. That's significantly more affordable than hiring in-house. And you're not just getting a roadmap or a single hire, you're getting consistency, follow-through, and a full team that's always on top of it. Still not sure if it's the right fit? Well, here are some of the most common things that we hear. We're too small for this. Actually, sometimes smaller teams benefit the most. If you don't have the time or the headcount to do this in-house, we make sure nothing gets missed, and we help you scale as you grow. Well, we've never had a violation, so we must be okay. That's great, but let's be clear. You haven't had a violation yet. Most violations happen because of something small. One missed deadline, one outdated permit, and that's where things can start to snowball. A full program helps catch those issues before they turn into problems. We already have a safety department. That covers us, right? Not quite. Safety and environmental are two totally different worlds. Different rules, different inspectors and regulators. You need both systems working in parallel, and in our experience, it's too much to be handled in one silo. We already do some of this, so why outsource it? Perfect. That means you're not starting from scratch. We'll audit what you have, strengthen it, and build on it. You won't lose anything, you'll just gain support and structure. So here's the big picture. A full environmental program gives you structure, follow through, and a dedicated team of professionals who own the work and take it off of your plate. That's what we do here at RMA. And if that sounds like something your business could benefit from, or even if you're just curious about what it might look like, reach out to us. We'll show you exactly how it works and what it would take to get started at your business.